Welcome to Retailers Roundtable. I'm your host Eric, and this is Q.
Hello.
And we'll be your guides through the exciting and often daunting challenges of opening up and running your own store or business.
Well, thank you, Eric. And in this episode of Retailers Roundtable, we're going to address questions from everyday people like yourselves who are thinking about opening up new businesses. Over the last several weeks, we've been getting in numerous questions, so we'll start out with the first one. Eric, what do you have?
The first question is from Jim K. from Winter Park, Florida. Jim asks, I've always wanted to open up my own store. Last week I passed by a vacant building that I think would be the perfect spot. What advice would you give me before I take the plunge?
Well, Jim, excellent question. We would say first you want to consider the type of business that you're going to be opening. You want to make sure that that type of business is going to work in that area. That would probably be the first thing we recommend you want to research. Second, you want to make sure that the size of the store that you're opening up is going to be the proper size, because too big or too small is not always a good thing. You want to make sure you get the proper size store. And also, you want to make sure that there's going to be the proper amount of foot traffic for people that are going to be around the location to help provide business for you.
Related to that is, I think you have to think about the amount of automobile traffic you're going to get, because most people drive these days.
Absolutely, excellent point there. So you want to make it parking accessibility key point for you as well. Good point.
Next question is from Denise B. from Hillside, Michigan. Denise asks, what can I do to make my store look nice and make people want to shop there?
Well, shopping is an experience for the senses. You want to make sure your store is well lit, organized, and clean. A nice, well-presented store, friendly atmosphere, warm colors. Those all provide an excellent shopping experience.
A well-organized store makes it a lot easier for your customers to find what they're looking for. And a good thing to use with that is signage. Is that not true?
Absolutely. Signage goes into the point of you want to make it easy for your customers not only to find your merchandise, but also it helps lay it out so that way they know where to go also as well.
That's true. The next question is from Charles from Tulsa. After I finally open up my store, how should I advertise, especially since I will be low on cash?
Well, word of mouth is always the most economical way of first advertising your store. Getting involved in the community is an excellent point there. But use your tools. Internet is a big way to kind of find the answers to a lot of questions that you have. One of the great places you can go to is sba.gov. They have a bunch of questionnaires and tools that you can use to help address those everyday questions that you may have.
And in fact, in your local community, you could go to your local chambers of commerce and talk to them. There are people who live and work in your community who know the challenges of running businesses in your community.
Also, an excellent location or spot that you can go to.
And another great idea would be to have an opening day celebration or party where you invite all your friends, family, neighbors to your new store opening and have a celebration. And it creates a nice buzz and it gets people excited about your store.
Everyone always remembers a good party.
Isn't that the truth?
Absolutely.
Well, the final question here is from Carlos from Atlanta, Georgia. Carlos asks, around here shoplifting and theft is a problem. What can I do to help defend myself against it?
Well, Carlos, the best way to avoid having shoplifting in your store is you want to make sure the store is laid out properly. You want to help eliminate blind spots in your stores or areas that people can hide out and steal your merchandise. Specialty Store Services addresses those needs by selling acrylic mirrors, security ceiling panels, and also security systems. Another great way to help eliminate that problem is chime alerts. You want to make sure that you're aware when someone is actually in your store so you can kind of keep an eye on them.
It seems to me a point we've been touching on here often is organization, how important organization is to your store in terms of layout and design. And in future issues we'll be going into that in terms of our free layout services. But that's it. That's all the questions I have for this issue.
Okay, well, we'd like to thank you for taking the time out and doing another episode of Retailers Roundtable. If you'd like to submit your own questions, please go to specialtystoreservices.com. There's a link set up for you where you can submit your questions, or feel free to contact me directly on my direct line, 1-800-871-2764. Again, my name is Q, or this is Eric. So again, thanks for taking the time out. Anything else you want to add?
Thank you.
Have a great day.